Hey Internet, my name is Sebi and welcome back to Take on Mars. We have again a weather warning for the Gale crater this time, and it should be there in 2 hours, so we have at least 2 hours time to investigate the Gale crater. And we have another weather warning for the Ptolemais crater in 3 hours, okay? And last time we had started the research for the environmental monitoring station. We finished this. And we also finished the radiation assessment detector. Well done, very good. So I'm thinking a little bit about the upcoming research, because I'm thinking about if it's more interesting for this for the sake of the Let's Play series to go more for the for the cameras, because the cameras then have hopefully better cameras which are advanced, as you can see here, or have whatever, so they are more colorful, but I'm not quite sure about this. This time I want to start to go to the lab, because I want to assemble with you a rover, and I want to test with you a rover. So at first we click here on the construction, and I want to create a new vehicle. I want to build a small rover. Now we have here our small rover. This is the basic version of it. Let's select the skeleton, and now we have here, as you can see, the green fields are places where I can add some tools as the environmental analysis station. What else do we have here? Okay, let's just have a look here. I like to add this thing, and I like to add it. Okay, one of the interesting questions I always have is which is forward and which is backward. So I think maybe this is forward and this is the rear of it. So let me add this thing on top here. Okay, now we have this interesting thing. Then I like to have the APXRS system. I like to add it at the rear of our rover. Then we have the environmental monitoring station. Where's the different? It's a passive instrument for record atmospheric parameters. And what is this? Is direct sampling. Okay. So maybe I can add this. Then we have the red. Okay, I can't add this one, so I can only assess some atmospheric things with this rover in this current configuration, and I can't add anything else. So I think robotic arm, okay. So low gain antenna is an omnidirectional X-band transmitter receiver designed for direct communication with Earth. The antenna utilizes broad radio wave beam width, which allows for a more reliable signal but low data exchange rate. Yes. Do I need this, or do I not need this? Okay, well then we have the basic. No, I think we need also a battery. So let me add a battery in here, maybe here. So we have a battery. Then I need maybe this camera. I would like to add in the front. Okay, can I add something else to my rover? I think it has only two fields where I can add something, and I've used all the slots of this rover. So I think this rover is pretty finished, and we can have a test drive with it. So I like to call it the, how should I call the thing? I think I have only the environmental system, so I like to call the thing the environmental rover. Okay, so now we have created a rover. It's looking pretty small. We have here some scientists, they're standing around and doing nothing. And I want to test this vehicle because I think this is a good way to just have some rover action and to show you how the rover works, because currently we are in our sandbox. This is well, the sandbox of our space near Mars X headquarter, and we can see here our rover sitting around here. Ooh, this was too much. Can I? Yes, okay. So we have here some test beds. We can see some rocks. We can see here our ramp. I think this is our VIB, our vehicle assembly building. In the previous version I tried to drive up there, but unfortunately I can't drive this ramp up, and I will only destroy my rover if I try to do so, so I won't try this again this time. I think this should be better. And then we have here some different things we can drive through, but at first let me show a little bit how the thing is looking. So this is our rover driving around. I think it's... have I already broken it? It's looking strange that it's... okay, I think maybe this should be so in this configuration. Okay, so I can drive around with it. If I change to the camera, as I said, this is why I'm thinking about researching at first the other cameras, because this camera is a little bit well, unsharp. Okay, now we're coming here across this little dune. Okay, now we are fighting against the dune, but I think my rover, is it powerful enough? Come on, you can do this. You can, yes. Uh-oh. And it's... no, I can get it free again. So it's a little bit difficult to drive around with the thing. But as you can see, I can drive around with my rover. And it's pretty interesting to see how the wheels behave if I'm driving on top of this little dune. The wheels acting accordingly to where I'm driving. Okay, this was nice. Good job, rover. Good job. So yes, this is rover action. Let's have a look here at our missions. Can I somehow return to lab? No. Missions. Assign nearest. Execute the assigned... okay, task. Perform an analysis of the point of interest. No. Let me switch into it. Okay, where is our point of interest? There's no indication here. So what else? Analyze. Okay, we don't see a thing. Oh, there we have something. Let's investigate this thing in 30 meters. Let's drive towards this. So yes, this is basically how rover missions work. You have your... whoa, camera is interesting. You have your rover, and you can drive around the surface. And the most time you will spend with these rover missions by driving around and driving towards your target areas where you can do some analysis. So as I said previously, most of the time you will spend by driving around the surface of Mars, or in this case driving around the surface of our sandbox, of our test bed here, where we can test our rover creation. So yes, this is mostly how rover missions work, and as you can see, the thing is also pretty slow, so we don't have a real good range for our rover. We can cover in a short amount of time, and I need to do a stone APXS. So my APXS system is here mounted on the rear of my rover. Somehow it's gas. Oh, I have the EIS. I need to switch over to the APXS. So I think I should do this for the stone here. And the problem is that the thing is mounted on the rear side of my rover, so I need to turn my rover around. And now I need to carefully, no, on other direction, like this, okay. Now I need to drive towards it, and now the button flashes ready. Now I can start to irradiate the surface. We see here some animations. It's a little bit flickering as it starts to analyzing the rover, and one problem is if you are using the interior camera, you don't see anything what you're doing, because the only space or the only slot where you can mount this tool is on the rear side of your rover, so you have all the time to drive it with the back of it towards the place or towards the target. Okay, what else do we have? We can do a photo. Let's do a photo mission. Let's switch over to the camera, and now we can proceed toward it. Let's capture a photo, and now we need to get closer a bit. I like to drive around a bit with the inside camera, with the interior camera. So yes, this is mostly how rover missions work. As you can see here, we are mostly using most of our time to drive around and to wait for our rover to approach the target area, so we can take a photo or analyze a rock or do some surface samples or whatever. And I'm looking forward to have the medium rover, because the medium rover can also be equipped with some robotic arms, and this is meaning, okay, now I think I'm able to see this. There's a green marker. Yes, okay, no, yes, and capture complete. So what else? Do I see this thing? Analyze something. Analyze. Okay, we don't have any markers here, so I think I don't have the appropriate equipment in my rover. And yes, this is basically how rover missions work. You deploy your rover on the surface of Mars, or in this case in our sandbox, and then you start driving for your target area, and there you can start to analyze this. And one thing I really like is how the wheels behave, because every wheel acts different. And if I'm driving across the stone, the first wheel gets lifted up because it's, well, the first wheel which reaches the stone, and so on. So I really like this concept and the graphics of the system. So I have a lot of fun with it, just watching my rover. On the other hand, as you can see here, we are pretty slow, and if we have to drive to over a longer distance, it can become a little bit boring. Okay. So much about our rover mission. Let's return to the lab. We have finished our rover test. We have done some things with our rover. I have already saved this. What else? We can also create a small lander, or the rover, or a probe, but I don't think I want to create right now something like this, because now I'll like to go back and let's have a look. Exit construction and go back because I want to switch on the lights. And then what can we see currently? Dimus. We need more technology for this, so I don't have anything. The asteroid belt. No, I don't want to spend my money on this. Okay, now we have the problem that currently we have almost only nighttime missions here on Mars. So the only thing is a Gale crater. I think we had a weather hazard warning, but this should become important in... Wow. Expensive. What do I need here? Mission details. I need to explore. I need to do some photos, but I don't have the money for this. Do I have some more cheap missions? So these are rover missions, but I don't have any money for this. What's here? Photo EAS. I think this could be done with a small lander. What else do we have here? Just explore. So I think I will launch a probe. I will just launch a basic probe because it's pretty cheap and I will receive some money. So our probe missions will continue a bit. We need to explore a bit more the Gale crater, so let me launch our probe. So come on, game. Come on, we want to launch our probe into the Gale crater. And I hope we don't have the weather warning currently active. Oh, we hear the sound of wind. Let's see the probe from the outside. Okay, we are coming down. And I hope everything will work out well. Where do we need to land? Okay, explore complete. And we earned another 150k, this is good. So we are hopefully able to gather some money so we can finally deploy a rover mission. Okay, we are back on the surface and I think no mission assigned. Okay, let's disconnect again from our probe. Let's see what else, what other missions we have available for the Gale crater. Let me switch back to the Mars map. Gale crater. Mission details, photos, and analyze. So I think this could be done with, well, photo is maybe a difficult task for a probe. So maybe I will go with a small lander. Oh, our environmental rover costs 1,137. Nice to know. So what else do we have here? Only explore. So this is again a mission for our basic probe. So let's launch again our basic probe so we can gather some more money. So we have some room to explore a little bit more of the Gale crater, maybe by landing our lander. Okay, we hear again the sound of the wind as we are coming down. There's the sun. And where are we coming down? And I think we have a little bit like a sandstorm because we don't see much things, and I think the visibility is pretty bad. Oh, well done. If we are coming down a bit more, I think the visibility becomes a bit better. So explore completed and major task completed. Another 150 and 20 again. This is amazing. So we really achieved some money and received some money. And we can see here the sand is blowing by from the strong wind, so this is why we have a weather warning for the Gale crater. But on the other hand, I don't want to land in the other craters because there's currently nighttime. So let me switch over to the Gale crater again. What else do we have here? Mission details, photo, explore, photo, analyze. So I think that's also a lander mission. What do you want? Red, APXS, APXS. I think this is a clear rover mission. What's this? Explore and analyze. So I think this is a good mission for our probe with the EAS. Let me deploy this probe towards this thing here. Come on, okay. Let's launch this. And come on, come on. Okay. I need to check what other missions I have available. Maybe I have another probe mission, and then we will see how much money I have collected during this time. And oh, brake. I think this was not good. I think our retro rockets had fired a little bit late. So Wait. Can I do the analysis? Yes, I can capture the gas. This is good. I'm glad that my probe isn't exploded on me after this harsh landing on the surface or on the surface of Mars. This would be rather unfortunate if I had destroyed my rover because the not my rover, my probe, because the retro rockets were firing so late. But I think it's okay. Now let me just capture the gas. I think our camera is out of order after this crash landing. Okay, we don't have any camera left in this probe. Poor probe, very poor probe. Okay, now let's analyze our captured gas analyzers and let's see what else we can do then. Analyzing, and okay, complete. And wow, 300k, this is nice. So okay, we can disconnect from our probe. And what else do we have? Let me switch over to the Gale crater again. So this was, I think, a clear rover mission. Yes, it was. But I don't have the money to build such a rover right now. Mission details for this mission, explore. So I will just send a basic probe down there. Let's launch our vehicle. Let's get closer and maybe on top of this marker, like here. Okay, let's launch our probe again. Okay, let's see it again from the outside. And I hope this time our retro rockets will fire in the right amount of time and won't let us crash again into the surface of Mars. I think this environment looks pretty interesting with all the canyons here and the dunes and so on. I really like to drive around here with the rover, and we earned another 150k, this is good. So we have some more money, this is amazing. Let's land here with our probe. Kachuk. And as it starts rolling, no, it looks pretty stable, this is good. So we can disconnect again. Come on, let me disconnect. Okay, I think I've shown you a little bit how the rovers work. I've done some more probe missions, so now we have 1,400k of money. We need a rover. What missions do we have here? Mission details: EMS, EAS, EMS and EAS. This rover, small rover, EAS, EMS. Okay, we could launch a rover there and do all the missions. I think this is a good idea, but we will do this in the next episode. Then we will launch our rover up to the Gale crater to do this mission and to do some rover actions. So I hope you liked my Take on Mars rover demonstration and probe launch session again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will watch my next episode when we do some more rover action. If you like my video, please like it as well on YouTube. Please become a subscriber of my YouTube channel, and also please leave me a message what you're thinking about Take on Mars. And I hope I see you again in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebi. See you!